All right, let's roll the first 3 innings of a deep drive baseball game. I got the 2024 Red Sox at the Yankees, and it's going to be Pivetta and Cole pitching. And I'm a little rusty on deep drive, so it's a pretty easy game to play. But if something weird happens, I got the instructions, I got the defensive charts in my hand, so we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, we'll get a little 3 inning introduction to deep drive baseball. So we start off, we have Cole on the mound for the Yankees, and it's going to be Duran, Wong, and Devers for the Red Sox. And let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Using the top roll, if for some reason we need extra dice, we'll go to the bottom roll, but we're just using the top roll as the main roll. And the red and white die are the for the card, and the blue die is the modifier for the outs. And here we go. All right, we start off right off the bat with a deep drive. 0-2 is off the 0 to 49 is off the batter, 50 to 99 is off the pitcher. 0-2 is in the DD deep drive section, so we're going to re-roll now on his deep drive chart on the right. And we could use the bottom roll. We'll just use the bottom roll for the deep drive roll, and that's an 87. And an 87 is park. So we're at Yankee Stadium, so we have to go to the Yankee Stadium park card, and we have to use the second blue die. The modifier is a 6. Duran is left-handed, and a 6 is just a fly to left. So Duran hits it deep, but does not get a hold of it. 0 to 5 would have been a home run, but a 6 is just a deep fly to left field. So there's one out, and that'll bring up Wong. I don't remember where everyone is in this PDF, but here's Wong. So it'll be Wong, and we got to bring Cole back. So we had to go to the stadium chart. Where is, here he is. He's right next to Stroman and Gill. Here he is. So we got Cole against Wong, one out, nobody on. And we get a 97. That's in the Cole out section. So we're going to use the 3 for the out, and it's a ground to third, 2 out. 2 out, nobody on, and that'll bring up Devers in this file, still with the Red Sox. And here we go, Devers against Cole, 2 out, nobody on, and we get a 52. 52 is a deep drive. So we get another deep drive, 52. So we're going to have to roll on the deep drive chart. We'll use the 84, and an 84 is a double. So a double for Devers with 2 out and nobody on. So that was a deep drive off the pitcher card, and an 84 was a double. So runner on second, 2 out for O'Neill, right underneath Devers. So Cole to O'Neill, and a 59 this time is a walk. First and second, 2 out. So Cole got the first 2, and now a double and a walk, and he's in trouble. First and second, 2 out for Abreu. Where is Abreu on here? I don't remember. Oh, here he is in the middle. Okay, Abreu is up. Lefty Abreu against the righty Cole. First and second, 2 out. Red Sox threatening here in the first inning. And we get an 81. 81 is an out on Cole, and it's a grounder too short. Hard ground ball is short, but that ends the inning. So the Red Sox threaten, don't score, and we go bottom 1. Got to get Pivetta. And Torres is going to lead it off for the Yankees. And he's right in the middle. So we got Torres and Pivetta. Bottom 1, no score. And here we go. 46, that's an out on Torres' card. 6 is a grounder to short, 1 out. That'll bring up Juan Soto with the Yankees here in 24. And a 52. 52 is a deep drive. 52, deep drive. 97 on Soto is park. We got to go to Yankee Stadium. We're using the 4, left-hand batter, and that ball is out of here. Juan Soto makes it 1-0 Yankees. He connects on that one. It was a 52 off Pivetta, which is a deep drive. Then a 97 on Soto was park, and the 4 modifier for a left-hand batter is a home run. And that'll bring up Judge with the Yankees now up 1-0. 28 on Judge, and he's hit. They plunk Judge. Now, they have the rare too. I don't always use that. Let's just see how that works. How does the rare work in this game? I don't want to take too much time right now, but if I could find that in the instructions. I usually don't use them, but let's see how this works. Rare reading on the same result. If the opposing card has a rare reading on the same result, and the original result may be taken away. If the modifier die is less than or equal to the number, it is not. If the modifier die is less than or equal to the number following rare, keep the result. Otherwise, change the result to an out and find the modifier die on the out section of the card. If the opposing card has a never reading, immediately change the result. Interesting. Alright, so let's use this. So here we go. We had a 28. It was a hit by pitch for Judge, but Pavetta has a rare 2 on hit by pitch. So the only way we would keep that is if the modifier die was a 1 or a 0, a 1 or a 2, I guess. Anything over 2, and you change the result. If the modifier die is less than or equal to the number following rare, keep the result. Otherwise, change it to an out, and use the same and find the modifier die on the out section of the card that had the rare reading. So we find the out on Pavetta. So we use the 6, and it's a grounded to short. So we take that hit by pitch away because of the rare 2 on Pavetta's card, and there's now 2 out, and that'll bring up Stanton. Alright, I usually don't use a lot. I don't play a lot of deep drive, but we learned something there. Okay, I think I did that right. If not, let me know in the comments. And we will go to Stanton. 2 out, nobody on. It's 1-0 Yanks on the Soto homer. And we got a 40, and a 40 is in the out section of Stanton, and that is a fly to center. So 1 run on the homer, and we go top 2, and it's going to be, is it Cassis against Cole. Get Cole up. And find the Red Sox hitter. Where is he? He's hiding. There he is. Tristan Casas. And here we go. Top of the second inning. And we got a 7. 7 is a base hit for Casas. That's a single. And a runner on first. Now his steal is 0, so we don't have to worry about anything there. I don't think the 9 is not going to hit him. What is Cole's hold? His hold is a +1. I think that would leave it up to me. And a 10, right? Is that how that works? Let's check that out as well, since we're learning the game as we go along. It's the modifier die plus the first number of the stealer's steal rating, which is 0. Oh, and we got to do the catcher's throw as well. What is Wells? I think he's a 0. Because I played one other game earlier. Was Wells a 0? Where is Wells on here? Austin Wells, he's the throw is 0, yeah. So that is a 0. So we have a 9 on the modifier die. We have a 0, we have a +1 and a 0. Yeah, subtract 2 if the base is not base, third base. So that would be a 10, but he's not much of a stolen base guy. He didn't steal a base that year. He's a 6, so that would not be very good. So he's going to stay on first. I just want to learn how to do this stuff so that I start to do it naturally without thinking about it. All right, so Rafael is up, runner on first, nobody out, and Cole pitches. 74, and a 74 is a strikeout. Cole gets his first. So there's 1 out, and that'll bring up Yoshida. And he's right here. So it'll be Yoshida against Cole. 1 out, runner on first. 68. 68 is a strikeout. Cole gets his second. So that's 2 strikeouts. Runner on first, 2 out. And that'll bring up Valdez, wherever he is. We will find you. I think he's on page 2 somewhere. After a while, you get to know where everybody is, but right now I don't know where they are. All right, here's Valdez. Runner on first, 2 out. Cole has struck out 2 in a row. Yanks lead at 1-0. And a 49 is just an out on Valdez's card, and a 3 is a soft ground at a third. So that'll end the inning. We're going to go bottom 2, Yanks leading 1-0. And I know there's one thing about this I've found, and I was playing a lot of, I have 33 deep drive as well, and there just weren't a lot of stolen bases using the auto system, Chisholm. But I'm just kind of feeling it out, seeing what works, what doesn't work. And we'll go from there. So we have Pivetta against Chisholm. Bottom 2, Yanks up 1-0. It plays fast, though, and it's a fun game. 58 is on Pivetta. 58 is a base hit for Chisholm. So he's on. Now, he can run. But so we have an 8 for the modifier die. He's a 4, so that's a 12. Hold is 0. And what is Wong? Wong is catching, right? Wong, I think, is a 0, too. Let me see what Wong is. Wong is a T0. So this would be a steal opportunity. Maybe we'll try it just to learn the process. We got modifier die is 8 plus the 4 is 12, and then 0, 0. So now how do we actually steal? I know we roll the 2 dice. It's steal plus or minus the hold and again the throw. So again, it's Pavetta's 0 and Wong is 0, and he's a 12. So we'll roll the dice again. It's not fair if I see the dice. I know if it's safe or not. So we're going to roll the dice again on the steal. And he needs a 12 or less, right? And what is it for overthrows and stuff? Throw 2 dice and add them together. If sum is higher. If the sum is higher than the runner's safe number, they are thrown out. If it is less than or equal to, they are safe. In addition, if the sum plus the catcher's fielding rating is 4 or less. Okay, so there is a chance of an overthrow. All right, so we're going to roll and use the top die for the steal, and we're going to use the red and white die. He needs a 12 or less because the hold and the throw is 0. And he doesn't get it. 13, he's thrown out. So Chisholm is thrown out, caught stealing, 2-6 because Wells is up, so the shortstop would be covering. So that is a 2-6 throw out. And Chisholm singles but gets caught stealing, and now we'll get Wells. Alright, we're just trying to learn all the processes on how to play this game. Here's Wells. 48 is an out, 1 is a pop to third, so now there's 2 out, nobody on for Rizzo. See where Rizzo is. There's Rizzo. And a 96 is just an out on Pavetta's card, and it's a fly to right. So the single, but he's erased on the caught stealing. And it's 1-0 as we go to the top of the third. It'll be Duran against Cole. Top of the order for the Red Sox. He is 0 for 1. He flied to left first time up. And we get a 35. 35 is on his card, and it's an out. It's a pop to second, 1 out. That'll bring up Wong. Wong grounded to third first time up. And we got a 63, and that's a strikeout. That is the third strikeout for Cole. 2 out, nobody on for Devers. And 72. 72 is also a strikeout. So that's 4. Devers had doubled his first time up, but we go bottom 3. Yanks lead at 1-0. It's going to be Volpe leading it off against Pivetta. I played a Red Sox-Yankees game earlier, and Red Sox killed the Yankees. I forget, it was final score was 8 or 9-2 or something like that. So this is the second game I'm playing. Bottom 3, Volpe's first at bat. And we got a 75. 75 is a strikeout for Pivetta. That's his first. 1 out. Brings up Verdugo. Verdugo is right there. And 92 is a fly to right. 2 out. 2 out, nobody on for Torres. Torres is 0 for 1. He grounded to short first time up. And an 82 is defense. So let me get the defense chart out. And let me remember how to do this. 82. So we're going to use the bottom roll on the defense chart is a 38. 38 on this chart is pitcher fielding rating. Pavetta is a 3. 38-3 is just a grounder to the pitcher, so he's out. And that will retire the side. So through 3 innings, the Yankees lead at 1-0. That was quick, so let's play a little bit more. We'll go to the top of the 4th. And O'Neill's going to lead it off against Cole. I know I have to do stamina too. What is Cole's? He's a 9. He's a 9. Okay, it's 1 inning each is 3, plus he faced the number 9 hitter is 4. He hasn't given up a run yet, so I think he's on 5. And I'll do Pavetta next inning, but they're okay for now, so I don't got to worry about it. So Cole's facing O'Neill, who walked his first time up. And a 93 is just an out. 4 is a grounder to short. Hard ground ball to short. 1 out. Bring up Abreu. And where is he? He's up here. Abreu. Center him a little bit better so we can see him. And we got a 26, and that's on his card, and it's a strikeout. So that is number 5 for Cole. 2 out for Casas. And 77 is defense. So I've got to get the defensive charts out again. 64 is checking the second baseman, who is Torres. Let me see what Torres is. Torres at second base is a 1. So I said 64 and a 1, which is not very good, is an E2. 2-base error for Torres. And the Red Sox have a runner on second with 2 out. Should have been the 3rd out of the inning, but he can't make the play. And that'll bring up Rafaela with a chance to tie this game up. Rafaela has a chance to tie it up. 2 out, runner on second. And I got to get Cole back because that's on Cole's card. And that's an 86, and an 86 is an out, and an 8 is a fly to left. So Cole picks up Torres and gets out of the inning. So the error doesn't hurt the Yankees, and we go 1-0 bottom 4. And Soto is going to lead it off. And Soto is the lone run in this game. And that was a home run in the first inning off the deep drive and the ballpark card. So Soto will bat 1 for 1 with the homer. And 92 is just an out. 4 is a grounder to short. 1 out. And that'll bring up Judge. Pitch 10. 10 on Judge. Base hit. Base hit for Judge. The 3 modifier is not going to be anything because he's only a 1 steal. So we're going to go to Stanton with a runner on first and 1 out. Stanton up. 80. 80 is a strikeout. That is Pavetta's second. 2 out, runner on first for Chisholm. And we get a 63. 63 is a strikeout. That's his 3rd, and the Yankees are gone in the 4th. We go top 5, and it's Yoshida. Oh, I said Pavetta is a 9 as well. So that's now 4 innings down to 5, plus he faced the 9 hitter, and he gave up a run. So that's 4, 5, 6. So he's down to 3, I believe. Cole now has pitched 4 innings and faced the guy once is 5, so he's down to 4. He hasn't given up a run yet. So I think that's how you do the stamina. Also, it's supposed to be if you get three consecutive 1, 2, 3s, but neither one of them has done that, so they don't get the +1 for that. So we go top 5, and it's Yoshida leading it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116 And we got to get Cole. He's pitching a shutout right now, and I just jinxed him, so that means he's going to give up runs now. Top of the fifth, Yoshida struck out first time up. 64, and that's a strikeout. Number 6 for Cole. And we'll bring up Valdez. And Valdez is where? There's Valdez. 1 out, nobody on. Valdez grounded out first time up. 70 is a strikeout. Cole's dealing 7 strikeouts, and that bring up Duran with 2 outs and nobody on. He's 0 for 2. Fly to left and pop to second. And a 23 is a strikeout. Struck out the side. That's 8 for Cole. And we go bottom 5. 1-0 Yanks. It'll be Wells against Pivetta. We'll take another off Cole. He's down to 3. And Pivetta is on the mound. And I said Wells is leading off. So we got Wells, the catcher, against Pivetta. Wells popped to third. His first time up. 10 here is a walk. So Wells draws the walk. And he's not going to be going anywhere. But an 8 and a 0, so he's not going anywhere. And Rizzo will bat. Rizzo is right here. So a runner on first, nobody out. Yanks get the leadoff runner on. And the pitch is a 20. 20 on Rizzo is defense. So we're going to go to the defense chart with a 4. And a 4 is second baseman. That is Valdez. Let me see what Valdez is at second base. Valdez at second base is a 2. So that's a 4 and a 2, and that is a G4. So now that's a straight G4. So that's just a force probably, right? G4 with a runner on first is a fielder's choice. So Rizzo on first, Wells out 46, and we go Volpe with a runner on first and 1 out. And Rizzo's not going anywhere, obviously. And I got to get the pitcher back. But that's a 1. That's going to be a deep drive. Let me just bring Pivetta back first. And that is going to be a deep drive. We got a 1 on Volpe. Deep drive is 0 to 3. So we go 12 on the deep drive chart. That's Park. He's a right-handed hitter. And 0 to 9 is a home run right hand. Wow, that's weird. Again, Yankee Stadium, right-hand batter is 0 to 9. That is a home run. That's strange. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't think about it. Maybe Judge excused the stats or something. Yankee Stadium, left-hand batter is 0 to 5 homer, and right-hand batter is 0 to 9 homer. That's curious. But anyway, Volpe homers. Let's just double check that now. We rolled a 1, which is deep drive. And then we rolled a 12, which is Park. And then Park for Yankee Stadium, right-hand batter. 3 is a home run. Everything is a home run. So that is a 2-run shot for Volpe. And the Yankees lead it 3 to 0. Stat-wise, that's a little bit interesting. That a right-hand bat, it would be 0 to 9 for righties. But that brings up Verdugo. 58, and that's a base hit. So Pivetta's getting into trouble here. Walk, fielder's choice, homer, and single. Verdugo's a 0 steal, so he's not going anywhere. And that'll bring up Torres. And a 13 is a walk. So first and second, Pivetta is going to pitch himself out of this game. He's going to face Soto, but it's first and second. 1 out. Soto up, but with Judge on deck, I'm going to let him pitch to Soto. Let's see if he can come up with a big out. 44, and he does. 44 is an out. 4 is a G6, but it's just a regular G6, so that's probably just with first and second, probably just the runner on first is out. Just double check the ground ball chart. It was a G6, I said. G6 with first and second. And that's an FC7. If the fielder is a 5, he's not the runner's forced at third. Oh, yeah, so it's a force at second. And that's going to be a fielder's choice for Soto. And Soto Torres is out 6-4 at second, and Verdugo goes to third. So we have Soto on first, Verdugo on third. That's the second out of the inning. And Judge will come up with a chance to do some more damage here. Pivetta trying to get out of the inning. Righty-righty. Pivetta's going to pitch to him. And a 67 is a strikeout. He struck him out in a big spot. So he gets his fourth strikeout. But the Yankees plate 2 and lead it 3-0 going to the top of the 6th. And we'll give the Red Sox one more at-bat here to put something on the board. Wong will bat. Cole still throwing the shutout. And Connor Wong is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 57, that's a base hit, so promising start. Wong is on, going nowhere. Down 3-0. I'm not going to risk anything. So just for curiosity, that was an 8 and a 1 is a 9 and a 10. So it would have been my choice, but my choice is to keep Wong at first base. And Devers is up. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Red Sox need base runners. And a 20. 20 is a strikeout. So that is number 9 for Cole. And with 1 out, O'Neill is up. O'Neill with a lot of power, though. 75. 75 is a strikeout. 10 for Cole. And that'll bring up Abreu. That's an 18. 18 struck him out. Struck out the side after the single. Cole with 11, and the Yankees lead the Red Sox 3-0 after 5.5 innings of play.